Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are opening October's budget. So to get started, as always, I always have my Louis Vuitton off to the side. This is where my bills are listed. So I'm gonna put that off there and we're gonna start with my monthly view in this Live Rich planner. I just put up, probably a couple days ago, put up my September closeout video. So if you wanna check that out, go ahead and look at that. I loved how September went. I did a really great job with my spending, and so I'm hoping to do the same again for this month. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with basically plotting the days down for the month of October. October is pretty much my favorite month for many reasons. It's my son's birthday month. And I love the fall. And this is just fall everything, right? So get to immerse yourself in all the fall activities, pumpkin everything. And I've got some pretty exciting things that I am starting this month. And I'll have a whole video about it. So let's get these dates down. Hope you guys are doing well. Got some fun things to kind of plot down in here too. I'm struggling with these dates. Okay, we're done. Okay, so goals last month were to cut my spending in half, which I didn't cut it in half. I cut it about 80%. No, excuse me, 20%. I said 80%. Drink coffee at home. I did that. Save $500. I did that. So goals for this month are going to be the same thing. Save $500. Minimize spending. And that's pretty much it, right? And drink coffee at home. Okay, people to see. As always, I love to see my family. All right, so now we're gonna fill in my Y words. I feel like this is angled really weird, but I don't think it is. All right, let's just move it a little bit like that. Okay, it looks a little bit better to me. So my personal focus this month is, what is my personal focus this month? I'm gonna put this in LER. We're gonna talk about that later. I don't wanna say it because I said I'm going to have a whole video on what that means. And some of you might be familiar with it, but maybe not. Work focus this month is projects. I have a lot of projects I have to complete. So let's go ahead and get into the bills, which all my bills are pretty much the same as the previous month. So let's get our highlighters out, or our dot markers. These are my Zig clean color dot markers, and we use gray to notate auto pay bills, and we use the sandy color, which is this one, to notate the auto pay bills. I mean the manual bills, I'm sorry. All right, so I have Disney Plus mortgage, student loan, move this like that. Oh, I didn't even look to see when ComEd was due, so we're gonna look at that, but I have other things that I know. American Home Shield's due the 10th. Geico is always on the 12th. Instant Ink and Marcel, Apple Care. Comcast is always the 23rd. And my car note. Right? Did I put my student loan down? I did. All right. So let's look at ComEd real quick, see when ComEd is due, even though ComEd does not come out of my account. Water is probably also water doesn't come out of my account, but it's due on the 31st. Let's go ahead and pop into here real quick and check out. Oh, you guys, I totally just messed up, and that's okay. Where's the 18th? Put it above. Boom. Okay, ComEd is actually due the 6th. So, all right. Oh shoot, wrong way. Wrong one. All right, so now I am going to get these in real quick. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. All right, we're back. So got all of those dates down. I'm of course going to write in Dominic's birthday. I usually only put things related to bills in here, but I've got to put my baby stuff down. So I am going to go ahead and just write in my baby's birthday. Okay. All right, so now that we got all that down, I don't usually add anything else to this page. So yeah, we'll jump ahead into the spending page, personal finance page. All right, so go ahead and list out our things here. So this is October. My Y word. I'm gonna still put that, okay? So financial goals, limit spending, limit eating out. Savings goal is $500. Areas to cut spending, food. Target. Go to Target and I don't care. I don't care. All right, so for the monthly income, we are rolling over a certain amount, and my gosh, you guys, I literally screenshot something. I know what it is. So I actually know how much we're rolling over. Okay, so that we'll mark that just like we did, for September. We're going to just mark it as 10-1, and it's going to be September rollover. So the amount is $934.70. And it's actually $934.70. There's no difference. I already got that because I rolled that over. So then we're going to project our not our payments. Oh my God, you guys, my paydays, which is one is 10/3. I actually have 3 paydays this month. 10/7. Oh my God, 10/17 and 10/31. Okay, so we're going to do salary 1, salary 2, salary 3. Okay, and then just in case we are paid for anything else, I have that space down below that we can adjust for. All right, so I talked a little bit about this last month, and I talked about this in my budget closeout for September, but you know, we are, I'm a federal employee. We do not have the opportunity to opt out of the payroll tax deferral. So I am getting paid about $156 more in each check than I normally would see. However, I'm not accounting for that. So what I'm going to put in my budget is the amount that I know I get without that. I'll put and indicate my actual and notate the difference. But when I calculate it down here, not only in my budget amount, but my actual amount, I'm not going to include that extra because I put it right into my savings account It's not counted towards my savings amount. It's just stashed there. And actually, I'm thinking about opening up a completely different account to just kind of stash it there, because I don't want anything to get mixed in and me accidentally spend it, because we all know that we're going to have to pay that back. So for every one of these checks, I am estimating that amount. Okay. So October is going to look kind of big because October is going to look big because of all of the September rollover and then the 3 paydays. But I know that a majority of this, like at least 300 of this, is going straight into my savings. But since I didn't put it in my savings in September, it technically counts towards my saving goal for October. So I know for a fact I'm at least taking about just close to 300 out of this. So anyway, let's go ahead and add this up. 934.70 plus 1781.49 plus 1781.49 plus 1781.49. So I am pulling in the budgeted amount of my income this month is $6,279.17. Why does it vary so much? Well, you guys have to think. Last month I rolled over $695, which is going to always kind of be my normal amount, but I also rolled over a budgeted amount. So if you combine those, I'm pretty close to this. And I did a lot better with my spending this month too. So that's also why that amount seems like so much. But this rollover usually goes into my mortgage payment for the next month. So that's why it's counted as income, because it's something that I am pulling into this month's bills and I'm calculating things based off that amount. But you know, it's allocated already, but we have to document it. Okay. So that's what we're working with for the month of October. $6,279.17. And now we're going to pop in our bills. So I'm literally just kind of looking off of what I did last month. So I'm still putting this down, even though it's not coming out of this account that I'm budgeting. Again, I know that probably confuses some of you. You guys are probably like, why are you doing that? Just because it helps me track it still. I like to see it visually. And that's really it. You know, you have to make this whole process work for you and do whatever that is. Okay. So then I skip a line always, and then I put my variable expenses, which are gas, groceries, tolls, sinking funds, and unbudgeted. Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. Unbudgeted. Oh, and then also I have to put P bill down here. I put it down here because that's an unbudgeted. It's a fixed expense, but anyway, y'all, I'm paying that probably actually tomorrow, and I know the amount. It's $15. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead and go through and with the due dates. 10/1, 10/2, 10/6, 10/10. This is also 10. What did I just put that on? Yeah, 10/10. And finally, my cell bill is down, y'all. I'm so happy. You guys have no idea. Gotta talk about this too. This water bill. Okay. It's not really a due date for those. Okay. So now let's go ahead and put in our amounts. Hope you guys can see that. I know my table and everything is shaking. I'm sorry. All right. So this is $12.99, 125. ComEd is 52. American Home Shield is 43. See, okay, so this bill, 128.28, is how much my cell bill used to be. Take out my phone amount and we're looking at 76. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Okay. I'm gonna be canceling my Apple Care pretty soon too for my iPad, because there's only so long that you can have it on devices, and I have it written in the month that I need to cancel it. Okay, so water should be like 70, but I want to talk about that. Okay, and then this, I'm actually upping this. It needs to be upped because I have a convenience fee that I need to account for. Okay, so gas, doing the same thing. I always over budget, basically for all these categories, just to really prepare myself. And then unbudgeted, I don't know. Okay, so look at what all that looks good. Okay, so now we're going to add all of these up, and then we'll talk a little bit about some of the things I want to identify with y'all. So $12.99 plus 125 plus 43, 4 plus 71, 82. Okay, so the total of all of these expenses comes to $26.39. All right, so how is that different? Did I really drop something? Yes, I should have. Yeah, I dropped a little bit, and that's fine. Some of the things in here are going to balance that out a little bit because I added $10 here. I added this PED bill. Even though I dropped money here in my cell, I've added these other areas. And also, we're going to go ahead and highlight these two bills here. Actually, this is what I'll do because I don't want to mess up this ink. We're going to just do that. Those aren't coming out of my account. I still list them. I know you guys hate it. All right, so now we're going to add in the gray for the auto pay bills, which is everything except cell. And then going to add the fawn in for the cell. Then we're going to add in the island coral for these variable expenses. All right, so unbudgeted expenses this month are going to be higher probably than normal. I'm gonna start off with $100 unbudgeted because earlier this morning when I was filming my September budget closeout video, I cracked my iMac screen. I just like nicked it with a nail polish bottle. I don't even want to talk about it. It's very, very tiny, but I am very careful with my things, so pretty upset about it. I have Apple Care on my iMac, but regardless of that, you still have to pay a service fee as a service charge. So that's going to be $100 off the bat. Other thing I want to talk about is my mortgage went up $10 because my mortgage comes out automatically, and that's paid through the bank, of course. But my HOA fees are paid through an app, and the app charges a $10 convenience fee. I can avoid this fee by getting checks and mailing my payment in. But we all know how slow mail has been. So I don't know. I'm going to think about something else, see what else I can do to manage that extra fee. But instead of constantly writing that I'm going over every month until I get checks or I figure out a way to avoid that convenience fee, I have built it into my mortgage payment. I already told you guys my cell phone bill went down by $52. Water. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Although it's not something that's coming out of my budgeted amount, I write it down here just because this is a family view for most of our bills, and I need to have it accounted for somewhere. Water is actually billed at my place bi-monthly. So last month I was looking for a water bill and it never came because I forgot to read, or I must have missed it when I was reading that it is billed bi-monthly. So when it comes at the end of this month, we're anticipating that it'll be around $70. So we're averaging that, and that's kind of a little bit more than it probably will be, but of course I like to over budget instead of under budget. You know, you don't want to be over in your budget. So I like to build that cushion in. So that's that. Also, you guys see here, like I said, I have a PED bill to pay, and I anticipate paying that tomorrow, Friday the 2nd. I was going to pay it in September, but I said, you know what, I'm just going to roll it over into this month. So that is what we're doing. Now, to move on to the last portion of the October budget, opening this up. We're going to mark the daily spending. For those of you who may not watch my September closeout video, I want to come on and say that I did end up spending about $200 and something less than I did in August. I came out with a total of $606.41. I also have built a new way that I will be marking and kind of highlighting what I've spent that money on to kind of track how much I've spent eating out. And so I'm going to transfer this information over to here while we build this together. So let's go ahead and get these dates in. I'm really actually proud of my spending habits. I think that I did a really great job. I think that I really stuck to, I stuck to the patterns. I knew what was happening. I knew to be more intentional and just plan better with my meals. I feel like I always have planned pretty good with my meals, but oftentimes, like on Thursdays when me and Dominic go and visit my brother at the store, that's a time where I've realized that I start to slip and I start to eat out when I'm running errands, and it kind of meshes into dinner time because I'm so worried about making sure Dominic eats. I don't want to not spend money just because we're out. So I end up spending money, and I got smarter. I just started to plan better. I know that on Thursdays, typically I want to go see Darian. So I might cook dinner because I'm teleworking. I might cook dinner on my lunch so that by the time, he's up from his nap, I can feed him dinner. Then we can go visit my brother, and that works out better. So it's just really about being more intentional with everything, it's really just making your goals fit into your life. And that's kind of the best way that I found I can do it. All right, sorry y'all, I'm back. My heater tried to kick on. So I was trying to say, so we know that I have a savings goal of $500. So we're gonna come down into this little area. So total goal amount is $500. Goal date is gonna be the 31st of the month. Christmas, I would like to contribute $50. Goal is the end of the month. Home fund, $50. Goal is the end of the month. All right, so we have $600 technically in savings goal. These are the two sinking funds I'm really working on. I think that when I had more than these two, I was beginning to overwhelm myself. So I think that this is more manageable for right now, and that's what I'm gonna go with. The last thing I want to do, I know this video is kind of long already, but the last thing I want to do is just build my my variable expenses chart with you guys. I've never done this in my little plan with these before. So basically, the little note page at the very end of the month in my planner, I dedicated to my variable expenses, and this is just how I build the chart. So I'm just going to do that with you guys really quick before I pop off. So the hope is that when I take my computer in tomorrow, before I leave it, honestly, you all, the Apple store is only probably like 20 minutes away. So it's not going to be too much of a waste of a trip. But before I straight just leave my desktop there, I'm going to ask them the projected date that they feel that it's going to be done. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm making sure to get these items filled in, or not filled in, but filmed for you all. So I know that I at least can show you all, you know, the end of my September budget, the start of my October budget, but we'll see. Ultimately, we'll see how long they feel like they're gonna have to take it or keep it. If it's like an obscene amount of time, I might have to just push it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the only reason why I say that is because I have Apple Care on my computer until September of 2022. So I have some time. I just really don't want it to get to the point where it's completely inoperable, which I don't think it's going to get to that point. But y'all, I seriously was so devastated. And sorry that this is sloppy. This is really nothing that I really share. But I just want to show you guys that this is basically my thought process. Back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I just come in here, basically, anytime that I come in to this planner and I add anything to my daily spending sheet here, I also come back here and update these spendings. Also, it helps me basically get the numbers here, because if I just add it as it happens, I don't have to like scroll through my my bank statements, which is so annoying. So that is what we have for the month of October. The final thing I want to do before we close out is basically subtract my budget income. I want to subtract my budget expenses out of my income to see how much I'm going to be working with after I take out this amount, because then we'll know how much of daily spending I have. But I really want to cut this down. Like, I was at $606 in September, so maybe I can get closer to $5 this month. We shall see. So 6279 17 minus 2626 39. I will have approximately $3,652 left over and 78 cents. So yeah, if you think about that, like subtract 600 out of that, right? Because that's going to be captured here, the savings goal, and then my sinking funds. I'm going to have about $3,052 left in the month of October, kind of just hanging out. So I have to come up with a pretty good plan for that money, because otherwise it'll get real funny. That's all I will say. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks for sticking around. And I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.